Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to look at some editing software. This is software that I use in terms of my work environment when we do portraits or headshots, because I don't have the time to mess about, really. Now, this is done in conjunction with Evoto, and the reason for that is that we've managed to secure you a special link, and it's down below, which will give you credits to try and to experiment with the program. So you've got credits for 30 days that you can use. Click the link down below, sign up, download it, try it out for yourself and see if you think it's worthy. I'm going to show you how I think it's worthy, because I think it is. One of the key things that I take away when I look at anything remotely work related is, can I do it quicker? Can I do it cheaper? And that includes my time. If I spend 20 minutes in Photoshop editing photos to the nth degree, would I be better off spending 1 minute in another program doing it and spending that money there and allowing me time to either go and earn extra money, take it easy, enjoy life? Yeah, you've got to decide for yourself. So this is designed at professional photographers and commercial work, but you might want to use it for yourself because it's not that expensive in reality. So let's go through. I'm going to take you through a workflow of a recent shoot that I've done, and I'm going to edit through and show you how easy and quick, and show you some of the features in there as well that I think will really help. And then we'll just go through a few of the key points at the end. Let's crack on. So I'm going to pick this one. So we've got a few headshots into here, and this is all about headshots in this that we're going to look at. So we've got the Evoto screen here, and at the top here we can click it and we can come out, and we've got presets. And we've also got my presets, which are ones that I've created, which we'll come on to, because we're going to save a preset along the way, because it's going to make this whole thing a lot easier. Color masks, so I can add color masks into there, and then we've got history for that image as well. So I'm just going to close this down for the moment because I'm not interested in that. I'm going to create this from scratch, and stuff's going to go into there as we go along. The home button's just going to take me back to the menu here, and you can just create a project and add files in. There we have the reset all effects, everything else you can reset, hand tool, liquify, and healing into there. So useful stuff, but we've got some portraits here, nicely took in camera, that's fine. Let's just reset that back so it's there. Now, with all of these, you'll see they are as is. If I make an edit onto this, it's going to put the little Evoto watermark onto there. And the reason for that is, once you start using this program, it's not until you export it that it uses a credit. And I'm going to explain about the credit system later, but it's just worth you knowing that's why you get those watermarks. But when you export them and use a credit, they disappear, which is fair, really. You know, you give them full access to try the software and to see what works. So with this, what I would do, we've got a range of people here. I'm going to create two presets, one for female, one for male, and then apply them across the board, because it's going to be fairly okay in that respect. So I'm going to step back, because although it takes me into here, I do like to come into the color adjustment and just see. Now, I know for a fact from looking that actually, if I click natural, or neutral, should I say, I actually like the look and feel. And if I press the space bar, you can see the before and after. It just brightens it up. Now, what you've got to remember is that all these files that I've got on here are raw files. So they need a little bit extra treatment anyway. By using one of these AI color adjustments, it does that for me, and it just makes my life a lot easier. So there we go. We've just put the neutral onto there because I like that. It's a good one. You might want to put some other bits in there depending what you've got. I'll just have a quick flick through these. And there are some really nice effects into here that have been stylized. The olive green I've used on a recent shoot. If you look at the Instagram, you'll probably see a few on there that you recognize, just because it worked really well with the colors. But we're going to go back to neutral, and that's it. And obviously you can go down and you can alter all these other bits into here, just like you would in a raw processing, which is great. Let's click onto the main key thing that I really like into this, and it's portrait retouching. And I've used a load of programs in the past to get this effect. This has taken over my workflow, and it's just from sheer ease. So blemish removal. So you can scale it up, and you'll notice that we've still got, I haven't took it all the way, it's 57%, so it's before and after. Now, admittedly, it's showing the neutral bit into this as well. But if we look at the skin area around here, there's just a few little imperfections. But what I want you to really notice is that it's still keeping all the pores of the skin. We've not smoothed it out so it looks like a blooming Vogue photo shoot, which has its place, but it's not here. Sorry, Vogue, if you don't do that anymore. But yeah, onto here, we can add freckle removal, acne removal, whatever is onto there. I just tend to do it as a global onto here because I'm just trying to process it. If I was doing a full portrait shoot, I might be a little bit more specific because things like freckles and that I actually will probably want to keep. So I'm just going to look at anything else, other imperfections on the face. And we've all got them. I've got loads. Um, it's just one of those things, really. But we're trying to show people off in their best light so they can promote themselves and how they want to be seen in the world, which I think is fantastic. We have body blemish, which obviously I'm not going to use here. I am going to use the face shine bit here because I have a few people in here that have got a little bit of shine coming through, and we can just put that in. And you won't necessarily see it so much on this one. You see a little bit there on the forehead, but not so much. And I like a little bit, but this will just take it down. And when I put it across, it's really, really good. Forehead wrinkles, I don't tend to change this for men. I've got to be honest, we leave it in there, but you can play with it if you want. Eye wrinkles, occasionally I will just drop this down because it just gets rid of the darkness under the eyes as well. And we're going to use the dark circle at the same time as well. And I'm going to put that up. There we go. Because you never know what people are doing the night before their photo shoot. Even though they should have been resting really hard. Most people are awake all night dreading their photo shoot. Smile lines, going to leave that is. Neck wrinkles, yeah, you can knock that down a little bit. So there you go, you just saw a few little bits there just go, which is really nice. Double chin, let's just show you what onto that. I'm not going to use it for this, but you can. It just changes the light onto there just to hide it a little bit, which is quite nice really in that bit. So that's the blemish removal tool. Let's go down to skin retouching. So this is where you can do skin smoothing and you can make it look like those magazines and really take it to the nth degree. I don't particularly like that, so we're going to drop that back a little bit. So there we've got the skin smoothing. So I'm just going to leave it on about 15 onto that, and it just adds that nice little bit into there. And a few onto there. Body, I'm not worried about. We're doing headshots here. Temperature, I'm okay with the actual image that we've got onto there. You can change skin color and stuff like that. I don't tend to worry about that. Or the rosy complexion. Unless someone's really pale and I want to add a little bit of color in, then I'll go in individually. We can do things like facial reshape, facial expressions, teeth touch up. Now I will do that. And we're just going to bring that in a little bit. There we go. Just a very tiny amount. And then you got pretty teeth. I don't use that. I've got to be honest. So there's into that. So that's really, really nice. We're just going to brighten up the eyes as well. Because you've got to remember this is tucking raw. So we need to do these little things just to bring it up a little bit. So I don't want it overly because I hate it when the eyes pop white when you look at a picture, unless it's a purpose-built fashion shoot. And just remove the red veins. So in case we were out on the Raz the night before, we weren't in this case, but you never know. You never know. So yeah, you can add catch lights into there, but I've already got catch lights in because this was done in a studio environment. Makeup and hair, I'm not going to give him any makeup. I don't think he needs it. And I'm not going to alter any of the hair because actually it is what it is in that respect onto this. It's not that sort of shoot. And we're not doing any of the full body reshape. So there is a massive amount of straight away, wow, that's looking really impressive. I'm going to do something slightly different when we get to the female one. So that's that there. Superb. Let's just click onto this because this is something I really, really love. And this is the background. And it's fairly clean and solid onto here, but we can just click that to clean and it will go through and process it. And it just smooths everything out in the background. And if you've got a wrinkle or you've got a dirty spot or something else, it's just going to sort it out. And I absolutely love that. And if you wanted to, you could change the background to whatever you want into there, which I think is fantastic. You can even put it transparent and it does an amazing job of cutting it out. Put a bit of fabric in, etc., etc. And then we can adjust the edges and everything else. I'm going to put it back to how it was because I spent a lot of time doing that backdrop. It was pretty good. So we've got that onto there. And the other feature that's sometimes really, really useful is if we go into here, let's just fit that back to fit. See all we've got wrinkles on the clothes. We can start to get rid of that. And there you go. See how that just got rid of some of those. And let's bump it up even more. And it just works on the shadow areas, basically, ironing them out. Now that looks so much better. We're getting rid of all these shadow areas and the wrinkles down here. It's not going to do these bits here, you know, that's just part and parcel of it. But these bits around here, it focuses onto that. Superb. Really nice feature that's been added. Saves me a ton of time. And if I miss something when I'm doing the shoot and I don't have time to get everyone's just right, that's going to do it for me. And then obviously we've got the crop, but I've done the crop right in the first place anyway, for what we need it for. So that's that. I've done all of that. I'm happy with that for there. So now I can just click Save Preset. And I'm going to save it under My Fair Lady, and I'm going to call it, that's the theatre show that this was all done for, by the way. You can select what you put into there. So it's selected everything you've changed anyway. So I'm just going to click Save. And let's go and pick someone else here. And if we go up to presets, we go My Presets, My Fair Lady, we've got male. Bang. Click it. It's going through. You can see it processing. There we go. All done. How amazing is that? Perfect. So what I would do now is that we're going to sync that across. So I'm going to find all the men. Let's make sure I've missed that one. And then I'm just going to sync. And there we go. So it's now applying that effect across the rest of those images into there, and it's just going away. And you can see a little circle down in the bottom there that's just going around to say it's processing those, which is fantastic. So now I'm just going to go and look at the women's one. And straight away, it's detected it's female, which is fantastic. Now, something that I tend to do on females, more than men in all fairness, because we tend to have short hair and that's stray hairs. It's amazing. It's the one thing I have to go into Photoshop and always do stray hair removal. And it drives me insane because it takes so long in reality. And I say long, it takes me probably 5 minutes. But why am I spending 5 minutes doing that? In here, we just click it through, bang, to whatever we want into there. Find something that's suitable. Where we're at. There we go. So let's do a before and after. How good is that? Let's just take it all up to 100% so you can see it. And actually, it works at 100% even. I'm going to drop it back down because I don't think it needs to be that. And you've got these little minute adjustments into there as well. So that's that for the female side of stuff. Click export. There we go. 30 images. What folder it's going to. Click export. And that's going to go through and export all of the images into folders. So if I go and look at the images now, and we go and look at these, there they are, all edited, all exported. I've exported as TIFFs because that's what I wanted to do. And you can see it's all nice and uniformed and everything's across there. How cool is that? So the beauty of this program is that we've got free access to it. So it is on a credit system. So you buy credits to edit an image and they come out at sort of pence per image, really. Um, it's a very clear pricing system. You just buy a pack of credits and you're away. With the link down below, there's some free credits in there for you, so you can just go away and play and export. But you've got access to everything without buying anything, so you can just experiment and see if you like it. And that's it. And it might be that you try an image and go, oh, it's not going to work for that, or I don't want to use it on that, etc. It doesn't cost you anything. So it's a nice way of doing it as opposed to a subscription model where we're paying every year whether we use something or not. So as a pro, it's something that I use on a day-by-day basis when we're doing headshots or portraits, because anything that saves time, allows me to get my results to the client quicker, is a win for me. I want to be in front of the computer as little as possible. I'm a photographer. I want to be behind the camera, taking pictures, etc. The editing side is just a necessary evil that I have to do to make sure that everything is perfect for that client when it goes out there. And this is just one of the tools that I use for that. So give it a shot. Use the link down below, get your credits, go and try it, see what you think. Like and subscribe, really appreciate it. And if you have any questions on it that you're not sure how to do something, put them in the comments down below. And there's a good little community online as well with this, which is quite nice, where we all sort of help each other out and stuff. So come along and we'll see you on the next video.